Well, welcome back to yet another episode of Soccer Betting News. I'm your host, Desh, and with me today, making his debut, is Marc Strydom.
Hi to the listeners. Thanks, Desh, for having me.
Sure.
Today is my first day.
Yeah.
So exciting.
100%. We're going to kick things off with the incredible victory by Bafana. You know that they dispatched Morocco, the highest ranked nation in the African continent. How do you feel about that?
Well, firstly, congratulations to the team. It was a good performance, I feel. I think the boys were up for the challenge. They played really well. They took their game to Morocco.
Yeah.
So, very big victory. On to Cape Verde next.
100%. Morocco were the last nation hailing from North Africa. And I know we've got a very strong pedigree against North African nations. Do you think that maybe gave us a bit of confidence? Because I know last year in qualifying for AFCON, Bafana actually beat Morocco as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think it did play a huge role. We were much more comfortable. The boys played a well game. They progressed the ball well.
Yeah.
So I think it did play a huge factor, and the boys did the business, which is the most important thing. So good performance.
There were a number of top players who really stood up. It was a collective performance by the Bafana defense.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, and
Yes.
the majority of Sundowns players make up the numbers. I think it's 9 of the 11 currently ply the trade at Mamelodi Sundowns. Of the players that stood up, did anybody catch your eye? I know Zwane played Makopa.
Zwane definitely. Makopa, like you mentioned as well. I know it's been a difficult tournament for him. Up till the last game, he finally got a goal.
Yeah.
So I'm very pleased with that. I think we mentioned this in our podcast as well, saying that Makopa he gets in the spaces, the goals will come, and rightfully so, he got the all-important first goal.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy for him that his account has opened.
I think from the game that I saw in the group stages, Makopa really played more for target man. Taking a defender or two with him and really creating that space in that final third for players like Tau to cut in, Zwane to attack the space, attack the ball, and get that shot. And as you saw against Namibia, I think it was Makopa who took the central defense with him and then opened up about 5 meters. For Zwane
to run in.
First time finish.
Yeah, it shows a lot of maturity in his game, and he's doing exactly what Broos wants him to do, which is very important for the team as well. And it just shows that how much belief that Hugo Broos has in Makopa, and now it's paying off. So credit to both of them.
100%. In the PSL, Makopa hasn't really been finding the back of the net. I don't even think he's played more than 10, 12 games for Pirates in the DStv Premiership. So, it's good to see him finding the back of the net and playing football, because you see, Lapasa is the one that comes off the bench for Makopa, but it's kind of like the reversal
now.
At Pirates.
I think he's showing his qualities in the club level and also internationally as well. I think he is a good player. He makes good runs, like you mentioned, taking defenders out of spaces for oncoming players to come in. So that's a huge positive in his game as well. And I think after this AFCON, he won't be underlooked anymore.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely agree with you there. I want to talk to you about the second half performance from Bafana. Second half strikes from Taboko Makwena. I mean, that free kick was absolutely delicious.
Quality.
It was enough to see off Morocco. 10-man Morocco by that. We got in. We had a slow start to the game, and then we built into it.
Yeah. I think Bafana, they normally start this way, which is it's not a good thing, but it is what it is. So they gradually grew in the game. They grew in confidence. The boys got on the ball. They started playing our style of play, which was a huge bonus, and it paid off in the end.
No, it was a really good performance from them. And one that you can see Hugo Broos has been trying to execute for some time now. I want to mention the substitutes. I think it was Maseko who comes off the bench regularly as well. He just entered the fray along with Lapasa, and
Monare
he was but with Maseko, I'm not sure if you saw, but Lapasa had just headed the ball to him, and Maseko took like 2 touches and he whacked
rifled it.
What does that tell you about the substitutes?
Well, you can see the boys are ready for it. Whether they're playing or they're not playing on the bench, I think everybody has the same goal. Everybody's there for the same to achieve the same thing. So which is nice, the unity is nice, and it showed as well in the celebrations as well. From the bench right through, everybody celebrated the goal. You can see everybody's in good spirits, which is a huge plus going into the next stages of the tournament.
as we approach the latter stages of the tournament, it is the business, and you know that it's going to be all to play for. Which starting 11 does Hugo Broos go with? Does he make up the same Sundowns back five, and then your Mokoena, Setole? Because players like Zwane and Makopa, they've started every game so far.
Personally, I think he should keep the same team. I think now, after 4 games, I think they're starting to gel more.
Yeah.
They're starting to show what they can do now more. So I think personally he should keep the same team, and if he has to second off, make the same substitutes, because you saw in the previous game they come in ready, everybody's ready to go. So I think keeping the same team would be the way to go for Mr. Broos.
Okay, let's go further and look at Cape Verde now. In qualifying, in the group stages, I think they scored 7 goals, and then they added an 8th against Mauritania. It was a 1-0 victory for them as they booked their place in the quarters against Bafana. Do you think the attacking threat is still there?
I think so. I think they want to do better than what we want to do. I think this is a bit of new territory for them. They've gone far in the tournament. They're playing well as well. They do have some attacking threat. So I don't think they're done yet. They will be coming for Bafana. I know that for sure.
But a man like Ronwen Williams, in the nets, he really knows what he's doing. I think he's got 3 clean sheets in his 4 tournament appearances.
Yeah, Ronwen Williams is a big part of Bafana. He's the captain. So there's no surprise there. He commands the game. You see when he's playing out from the back, he's comfortable. So everything starts from him and building forward. So having him there on form, 3 clean sheets like you mentioned, is a huge bonus going forward.
Does he get a 4th one in this fixture?
To be fair, the way that the back line is playing for Bafana right now, I think he does, because they're solid. Vala showed up in the previous game, was outstanding. Kekana's coming for Kulu from the first game, outstanding. Mudau and Modiba, I don't need to mention anything about. I think they're exceptional players. So I think a clean sheet is on the cards for Bafana. Yes.
Okay. My final question to you is, the last time we were at AFCON 2019, we got knocked out in the quarters. Are we going out in the quarters?
No, I don't think so. I think the players are aware of that. You saw in the previous game, like I mentioned, the unity, everybody's there for 1 goal. So I think the players will be pumped up, especially with the big win against Morocco, the goals they scored. So I think Cape Verde is up for a huge fight.
Yeah, we've got 6 goals across our 4 fixtures. So, it's quite positive over there. And, multiple players have opened their accounts. The likes of Tao, he scored a penalty, Zwane, Makopa now. So I do think that we pack quite a punch.
Definitely.
In closing, give me your prediction.
I'm going 2-1 South Africa.
2-1 South Africa.
I'm not being biased. I'm not going with my heart or my head. I'm just looking at the 2 teams. I'm comparing them. I think Bafana has a far more superior team than Cape Verde. So I think South Africa get this one.
100%. Well, we'll be looking forward to that game. And, just a message from the SPN team. Good luck to Bafana. Do your best. Go out there and just give it your all. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.
Cheers.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.